Hey everyone, this is Jordan from Sleeklens.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about the free fundamental Lightroom presets from Sleeklens. This starter pack of presets is free for anyone to download, and it'll kind of give you an idea of how the Sleeklens presets work. And so to get those presets, all you have to do is go to Sleeklens.com, go to the For Lightroom tab, go to the Sleeklens presets and brushes, and here you can see all the collections that we offer, but if you scroll down to the very bottom, you're going to see a free Lightroom presets, the starter pack, and all you got to do is click on that one. And here you can see the type of presets that we offer. You get 30 premium starter presets, 10 brushes, and they work with both PC and Mac, works on both JPEG and RAW, and is compatible with Lightroom 4, 5, 6, and plus the Creative Cloud version. So all you have to do is click the download button. Here you can type in your email. This will sign you up for our newsletter where you get tons of great information weekly to your inbox, but also this will allow you to download the free presets. So all you do is type in your email here, and it'll send a link directly to your inbox. So one nice thing is that we'll send you a free coupon code for 15% off of your next purchase, along with the presets here. So I'm just going to click the download button here, and this will download the zip file directly to your machine. So once the zip file is downloaded and unzipped, you're going to get a folder that looks similar to this with the brushes, with the presets. You're going to get a Sleeklens practice with, so you can get some photos here to play with as well. But you're also going to get instructions on how to install the brushes, how to install the presets, and also a recipe guide, which I'll go over in just a second. So now we want to install these presets, and it's very easy, very simple to do. All I'm going to do is go open my Lightroom here, and I'm going to go to the Preferences panel of my Lightroom so I can get to the General Settings here, and you're going to see where it says Location on the first preset tab here. You're going to see where it says Location. I'm going to click Show Lightroom Presets Folder. And that'll bring up a separate folder here. So now we have our presets that we downloaded, and we also have the folder where the Lightroom presets are stored. And you can see it says Lightroom here. I'm going to click on that. And now we have two locations we need to go into to install our presets. The first one we're going to install is the brushes. So I'm going to double click on the brushes here and the ones we downloaded. So the first thing we're going to do is install the brushes. So you're going to see in this Lightroom folder over here, we have the Local Adjustments Presets folder. I'm going to double click on that, and all I'm going to do is take this starter brushes pack here. I'm going to click and drag those over and put them in that folder just like that. Now I'm going to go back into the Lightroom folder that we opened up, and now I'm going to go to the top where it says Develop Presets. I'm going to double click on that one, and I'm going to take the presets here. I'm going to also do the same thing, just copy that whole folder over there. Now we can minimize this, close this out as well, and now the key thing here is we need to restart our Lightroom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so now that our Lightroom is restarted, I'm going to go to the Develop module here, and I'm going to look in the presets panel over here, and I'm going to see the Sleeklens starter presets. So when I expand those, you're going to get all 30 of these presets here that you can apply to your photos. And just to make sure the brushes are there, we're going to click on the brush icon here, click on the effect, and we're going to go all the way down to where it says Sleeklens starter, and these are the starter brushes. So everything is installed successfully. Now we can begin to edit our photos. So I'm going to walk you through how these presets are laid out. So the first one we have are all-in-one presets. Those are labeled as 0 right here. And these are kind of like a all-in-one fix for your photos. Next, we're going to go down to the base, and this is where you can kind of choose the base effect that you want to apply to your photos. So we have 3 right here to choose from. Next, if we need to compensate for any kind of exposure changes, we can do that here. We can change some colors here with the tone and tint section. Do a little bit of polishing to your photos. We even have a vintage effect and a black and white effect to apply to your photos. And vignetting. These are all stackable, so when you click on one, it's going to make a change to just those sections and not any of the others, so you can keep stacking the effects on top of each other. That's what makes these presets so great. So we're going to go ahead and edit this photo right here just to show you an example. So this is a nice beach scene here. The first thing we want to do is apply a base effect. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the afternoon play, and you can see it kind of warms it up a little bit in the yellows, gives the blue a little bit more tint. And now we're going to open up the shadows because it's a little dark under here in this area right here. So we're going to open up the shadows. So we're going to go down to the number 2 exposure, and you can kind of see it brightens this area up. So now we can see a little more shadow detail. And the next thing we're going to do is kind of warm up the shadows. So I'm going to click on the tone and tint warm shadows. And you can kind of see it gives a little bit more warmer tone in this area right here. It looks really cool. So that is the base effect. I can play with these other ones here if I want to and just keep stacking on top, but actually I like the way this photo works. But now I'm going to paint over it with a brush. So I'm going to go over here to the brush section. I'm going to click on the effect, and I'm going to go down to the starter pack brushes here, and I'm going to choose Saturate. And I want to paint over the water here just to make it a little more punch, just to give it a little more punch. So I'm going to paint over that real quick, just like that, and there we go. I kind of like how that looks. I messed up a little bit here. You can see it kind of went into the horizon line here. So I'm going to just decrease my brush and hold the Alt or Option key and just paint away that effect. Just like that. All right, so that is kind of my finished photo. One cool thing that you can do though is if this is a little too saturated for you, you can actually go over to the brush and adjust it yourself. So you can go take the saturation down just a little bit, about halfway, and there we go. And that's another cool thing about these presets is even though we give you these options and you stack them on top of each other, you can still go into the basic panel and adjust the presets to your liking. You can change the photos up, change the colors, desaturate it a little bit, do anything that you want to them. These give you a really awesome starting point to try to give you an idea of what kind of photo you want to make. So let's look at another example here. I have this portrait of a beautiful young girl laying on the field, and we want to just add a little bit more punch to this photo because as you can see, it's a little bit dim, a little bit flat. So we just want to add a little bit of color to this. So again, I'm going to go through my presets, and I'm actually going to apply an all-in-one here. So I'm going to click the all-in-one Happy Meadow right there, and you can kind of see it gives a little bit more warm tone, but we actually want to brighten that up a little bit more. But you can see the effect kind of applied a little bit more punch in the whites section, so we want to calm that down a little bit with the close highlights. So I'm going to go down to the exposure, and I'm going to click close highlights, and that just tones everything down a little bit more, makes it a little bit more mellow. But we want to pump up the colors a little bit, and for that I'm going to go to the number 3 nice greens, gives a little bit more punch to the colors. And now I'm going to do the main one, which is the color pop, just like that. And as you can see, it's already a better photo, but we're going to take it one step further here. I'm going to go to my brushes, I'm going to select the starter brush here, and I'm going to click softness and clarity. And I'm just going to do a little bit of facial retouching using this free brush. So I'm going to paint over her face, and all it's going to do is smooth out the skin a little bit. And I'm just going to keep painting over, not to hit the nose, not to hit the mouth here. I still want those to remain really crisp. But I'm just painting over to do kind of a nice skin softening effect. Just like that. Looks really good. All right, just like that. And it might be a little bit too soft in some areas, so I'm going to take the sharpness and bump that up a little bit, just like that. Kind of blends in, looks really natural and not fake at all. The next brush I'm going to apply is the Brighten brush. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to brighten up the leaves just a little bit, just to make those stand out a little bit more too. So I'm just going to paint around the leaves, just some loose painting here. And as you can see, it's not brightening up too much. This will allow a gradual effect, which actually works a lot better with your photos. And if we wanted to, we can go over to the brush and bump it up a little bit more, just like that. Now I'm going to click done, and that is our edited photo. Let's look at the before and after. Look how great that is. Look how much that photo pops now compared to this flat photo here. So as you can see, there's tons of different options with these free presets that you can try. But one really nice thing that we also provide in these presets are a recipe guide. So as you can see, this recipe guide comes with before and after photos, and it also gives the exact presets used to achieve this type of effect. And there's plenty of options to choose from. You have this type of effect here, it gives these exact presets, and it goes on and on and on. But I actually want to take this one and apply it to one of my photos as well. So I need to apply these presets here. So this is the photo I want to use for that example. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to start just following the recipe guide. The first preset that was used was the number 1 base rainy day. So I'm going to go to the number 1 base rainy day. I'm going to click on that one, and there's the type of effect. It looks really awesome already. But now we're going to change the tint and tone. I'm going to use the sunny vibe, just like that, and warms it up a little bit more. And now it says to increase the whites. As you can see in the recipe guide, it also gives manual adjustments as well. So it says increase the whites to 40. So I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to take the whites, bump that up to 40. And now the last one we need to do is do a brush. So I'm going to click on the brushes here, click on the starter pack, and I'm going to get the Brighten brush. And I'm just going to brighten up the model here, brighten up this foreground element here, maybe brighten up the trees in the back. And all I'm doing is just painting over, and just to get the desired effect that I want, just like this. And there we go. Just in a matter of seconds, we have a really awesome before and after photo, and the colors look great. The tone looks great. I love the way this turned out. So if you want to download the free starter pack of images, make sure to head on over to sleeklens.com or click on the link in the description down below, and that'll take you directly there, and you can download these to try them out on your photos. All right, guys, thank you for joining me in this video. This is Jordan from Sleeklens, and I'll see you in the next video.